Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm discussing my executive summary for my research paper for EDAD 635 School Personnel. And the topic of my paper dealt with whether or not teachers' aides are effective. Until recently, it was commonly believed that teachers' aides were effective parts of public school classrooms. It seems like common sense that the more adults that are in a room, the better the behavior will be and also the academic growth. However, research does not support this belief. The two types of aides or paraprofessionals that I focused on in my paper were special education aides and aides in the primary grades classrooms, K, first, and second. Overall, both aides demonstrated a lack of training prior to going into the classroom and also a lack of training as they were working in the classrooms. Also, there was a big lack of communication between these aides and the classroom teachers. This communication error between the two led to students not really having their needs met. For special education aides, it was seen that they seemed to restrict the creativity of the students that they were shadowing, and also that their close proximity to the children led to a decrease in social interactions between the special education students and their classroom peers. With the aides in the primary grade classrooms, there actually was no increase in improved behavior seen throughout a couple different case studies. Also, minimal academic growth was charted with the classrooms that had aides as compared to the classrooms without aides. Actually, the classrooms with the highest academic achievement and growth were the rooms where there was a smaller student to teacher ratio, and these classrooms were the ones without aides. Now, all of these observations and findings lead to a couple very important implications for human resources departments. First of all, when it comes to paraprofessionals in the primary grades, it actually might be more cost effective and beneficial for us to look at alternatives to the typical classroom aide. One such alternative could be utilizing parent volunteers to do the clerical work of teachers so that they can actually focus on creating better lessons more tailored to fit the students. Also, by cutting out these primary grade aide positions, that will open up more funds to pay certified teachers to come into the school districts and cut back on that student to teacher ratio. Special education aides, on the other hand, do a lot of other behind the scenes jobs. They can act as nurses, they act as mentors to specific special needs students. So for them, we need to keep those positions, but we need to really come up with a plan that human resources can execute so that these people really become more beneficial and we get the best use out of their talents. The first thing that we can do is to come up with supervision procedures. And the classroom teachers are really the ones that are involved with the day-to-day supervision. So in-service training needs to be provided for these teachers. Next, we need to increase opportunities for inclusion classroom teachers to meet and plan with special education teachers. By doing this first step in increasing communication, it will then trickle down to the paraprofessionals and really help those students. After planning with the special education teachers, then these teachers the inclusion classroom teachers, need to come up with written plans that they can provide the aides in advance so that they know what to do when they come in the classroom. They're prepared on how best to help the student throughout the lesson. This may also be a good in-service to provide teachers so that they know how to create these written plans for their aides. Finally, aides oftentimes are left out of staff development days. It's really important that we provide them with training for all of the situations that may arise and help them with teaching strategies and other things that will make them more effective. So by doing all of these things and making the necessary changes, teachers' aides can become more effective members of our public education system. Thank you so much.